Didn't necessarily collapse the market immediately. You still had short squeezes and things carry the market forward until it kind of realizes it. So obviously there's a knee-jerk reaction. The question today is, does this become a dip that the shorts do cover on? Obviously, if you see a looming short squeeze on the monthly maps, and we'll have to see. So good morning. Let's go. It's already out the door. We got DD band, tap, touch. You know, these things are, you know, irrational already out the door. I'll be looking for market scalps with very small positions. All right, get a new release on Rocket Scooter today. Liquidity maps are now in your child charts on the side here, right here. It's pretty nice to see. And business as usual, right? This could be one of those days that the market just finally gets a catalyst to move it down. This could be one of those days it gets a catalyst to move it up. Obviously, the market sitting pretty with not really a lot of volatility needs something to jolt it to create some activity. As we know, there's a very large short position that's looking to unwind. As we know, there's a lot of longs, a little bit overbought. So we'll have to see if this is a catalyst that gives the market 2 or 3 nasty days down, but we'll have to see. Dom looking super sexy. I know. We still have the double Dom glitch we're trying to fix before we release futures to you guys. The last little piece. For some reason, the Dom is displaying twice. Don't know what that's all about. We'll figure that out later. All right, today on the economic calendar. Yeah, some numbers came out. Take a look at that. Market opens in 1 minute. Came in at 46.4 to 46.8 forecast. Let's break down. I'm gonna see what the new orders and stuff look like. The new orders are up. This is always good for like the outlook of demand. This is what I like to look for, being an important factor in the ISM. Employment slightly down, the manufacturing side. These are all the manufacturing numbers today. So new orders and manufacturing out. That's good. It's stimulation. Like this is the one I like to, even if it's only 1 star, I like to understand. The order is a little reflection of future growth of a company. Liquidity maps update whenever the market opens. Jobless claims, continuing jobless claims. Jolts, let me just close some of this out. CPI. Okay, good. All right, let's see what's going on. Any earnings today after market or before market? Let's see what we got. This is Wednesday. It's today. All right, let's see what we got. Shopify, PayPal, some decent ones today. Oxy. All right, let's see what we got out the door. All right, we're opening the S&P resilience actually is positive. We're opening at the bottom of the box. No way. Decent sign. Make sure that's not just a fluke here. Resiliences are very positive. Let's grab some micros here. Right out the door. A couple micros. Just a couple. That is interesting. Resilience is looking good. Let me go ahead and let me put Nasdaq resilience on here. Redoing my layout here, just liking that. Okay. Nasdaq resilience is negative. Index divergent showing the S&P's positive. Nasdaq's negative. Nothing crazy. We're at the DD band, so we get the liquidity maps coming through. Like I said, just do a couple of micros at it. We are bear short up on Nasdaq, so being very careful that I have that rejection off of hedge pressure. Supporting hedge pressure like I'd see to go to a bull long up would be nice. No hedge pressure breaks yet except for, oh, QQQ, yeah. The S&P opening below hedge pressure, so any upside today, it looks like we are limited to a 457 run. If there is a move to the upside, I'm not a big fan of this setup today. The volatility is really gross too. Just outside of the band, so let's see if the resilience number stays clean. Still testing out futures to make sure everything's working great. Normally I'd be sitting out a day like today. So just in the morning, I gotta throw some micros at it just to double check everything. Liquidity map for you says no data for which ticker. You might need to log out and log back in. By the way, if you are, every time you release a new release, you know, make sure that you're connected, market's open, all those things are there. Make sure you click the reconnect button to connect all your sockets here. Because when there's a new release out, a lot of times, well, every time you are disconnecting, you have to reconnect. All right. All right, shitty market. Let's see what it does. Yeah, no problem. So this is actually working as intended. Shows a position there. Let me double check one more. This is micros. So that says 4. All right. Let's try here really quick. Orders, account summary. Just double checking. Everything is still not okay. They're still working on that too. It's not going to show a liquidity map on futures because there isn't one. Lee. You're not going to have liquidity map for futures. Just a note. A little bit downside out the door. Make sure link active. Just a couple more things. Okay, somebody says you lost your purple Discord channel, so that's okay. You can deal with it later. Okay, let me ask him if he got everybody converted over. Hold on. Yep, this is not really the best sign in the world. I'm not sure if I really like what I'm seeing here today. Downside. I don't like to chase shorts on DD band breaks to the downside, but this could be one of the bad signs of the market. So resilience negative. Like I'm just testing things out. I probably should close this out just down about 7 points. I'm not trying to buy this dip or long this just yet. Okay. But everything is working good. I wanted to see if the position showing here. We fixed the quantity measurement, but the profit's still not showing. One more day for futures. Yeah, just down below DD on the credit rating change. Now again, is that a big deal? Do you think it's a big deal? It's up to you to decide. Let's see what Wall Street thinks about it. Like, let's run a monthly map. Let's see if we have anything for S&P. Are there any changes? Now, the news did come out after yesterday's close, so it might not reflect in the options just yet. You can see there's a big change. Bull side still hanging in there. Man, that bear side's getting a little strong right in here. So September, October. So I'm still thinking we still have that run through August expiration. Let's see what it looks like on QQQ. Everybody, if you don't mind hitting that like button on the stream really quick, just go below the screen, click it. Love you guys if y'all do that every morning. Make that your habit. Be very helpful for the Rocket Scooter stream algo. Okay. Still looking the same. We got that kind of September bear positioning set up here. So you can see that the market's starting to get a little more bearish than bullish. The bullish short term is still hanging in there through October, though. I mean, through end of August. Now we know that we're irrational today. Outside of DD bands, market's irrational, so not making any big drastic decisions right now. Market's going to be random and do random things. If it does move higher, then it moves higher. If it stays lower, it stays lower. We're going to use things like resilience. We're going to use DD and kind of make our own assessment here. The volatility being above this triple B and continue to press higher is not the best sign in the world, at least for this. Now, this is an event. The event can just last a day or two, or it could change the direction permanently. We'll see today if it changes direction permanently. I don't think that's a big deal for the equities market, but it is a catalyst that can scare people out of trades. So if that's enough for some people, then that could be the sign that gets them out, and this could be the end of the bull run. We'll have to see. I always give it a day and see how the day finishes, how expiration finishes, right? Oh, how the update bugs. Thanks, man. We are pushing things. The updates and fixes on the bugs. Every day we're pushing things through. So this has been a really fun project for us. New changes and getting things stabilized. Really exciting. What was I trying to do? Oh, let's look at VIX really quick. We also have VIX bull zone bottom today. So any upside limitations will be struck with volatility as well. So today is going to be a bouncy, choppy day, even if there's upside. When you hit that UVXY bull zone bottom, it creates an effect where you're in a ticking time bomb. It could just be volatile. Resilience not too negative on the S&P. It's pretty bad on NASDAQ. And I'm loving how everything's working out now on the platform. All right, so S&P resilience is still negative, so let's draw out what I think is going to happen today. Obviously, negative resilience is resistance from here to here. Bear short up, we are here is resistance from hedge pressure to next resistance like that. Monthly is way off the chart, so that doesn't even apply today unless it just continues to fall. Limited upside here today, open in bear zone, positive DD. There is a potential high today if there is an excursion for whatever reason. If, say, for instance, resilience goes positive, then you have a move that's kind of like that at the best. So ideally, it is not upside moves today for the big haul, but if things change, it changes. So if we do get a hedge break on the S&P, markets are irrational. So just keep an eye on that as well. You probably have to close everything down, Garrett, and open it back up. Like close all of your instances down and open it back up. See if that works. Let me check light myself. Okay. On light, do you see connected and market open? Looks like it works. Log out of all your instances of Rocket Scooter, refresh your token, and then log back in. Or refresh your log back in. How to get your layout? Pop out some charts. Like click this guy right here. Pops out a chart and put it over there. Click this guy, pop out a chart and put it over there. The rolls in the back end, yeah, we're doing that this morning. We did some tests last night just to make sure it went through okay with a couple of the rolls. So everybody else will be finished today. Oh yeah, we're not using the trading view grid thing. Gives you more flexibility to open it up in different tabs. That way you can use multiple monitors and things like that. So irrational trading in this era, in this kind of environment, it's not really something I go in very heavy on. Like I said, just through 4 micros. Plus I'm testing as well. I'm not trying to, I have to make a trade even if I don't want to. Kind of making sure the platform bugs are getting worked out. So as breaking through hedge pressure, a decent trade up to at least here is what I'm looking for on the long side. If there is one, DD still very strong. Market's still stuck in bull side. Today the index is in bear side, so not really expecting a lot of upside today. But we can see if the market does respond to this in any kind of way. I don't like to chase shorts in bull markets. A bull market's designated by this number being greater than half. It's 95%. Still bullish. Dips are still likely to get bought up. Markets are still looking for that press, even though we have a negative catalyst and down day today. I think they should be very careful. All right, what do y'all think? Let's get an opinion. All right, everybody, what do you think? Bad news, good news for the long haul, or at least for the next month. Do you think the credit rating change is going to be bearish for the market? Is this a reversal point? Is this that dip that the shorts finally get to cover? What do y'all think? Non-event becomes a non-event as soon as we close up and fill that gap, right? So futures did gap down on an event. We're gonna be on like 4,600. I don't think the credit rating means anything that we're gonna moon. Yeah, probably. I'm in the same boat too. I think they just killed off a bunch of 0-day options today on the bull side. This 4,600 is gonna expire worthless probably. If you're not seeing the futures conversions because you don't have the Pro Plus roll, that's something we're fixing today. We got everybody, all your rolls are being automated, so that's kind of the next step. So it should be today. You should see everything pop back up today. VIX is starting to stabilize a little bit. There's not a lot of activity, at least. It just really doesn't look good. I think the market is waiting to see, because I think people are expecting everyone to buy the dip. And if that dip doesn't get bought up, I think people might start selling. This could be a selling day, so I'm going to be very careful. Reses are negative. So we have half gap resistances today anyways. Be very careful. Let's take a look at some stocks. Let's look at scanner. Let's go ahead and run very few stocks in the bull setups today. Oh wait, that's LMO. Sorry, I picked the wrong one. Mostly mean reversions today, so let's look at Disney's starting to move. Oh, I have to do this. MES. So the scanner is attached to this particular chart here. Data's coming in clean. The candles look good. Nice and smooth. DOM looks good. Start over here. So pretty decent amount of stocks with some bullish pressure. Target, Disney. Let's look at AMD because we had AMD earnings yesterday. What's AMD doing? A little bit of selling pressure there. Why is UVXY, MHP, and HP? Because you had a reverse split on that, and and so there's something that we need to do on the back end to account for that. For monthly hedge pressure and hedge pressure, we just haven't gotten around to it yet. But the walls are correct. These are actually correct. And so our rule with UVXY typically comes through. And the hedge breaks, of course, are a big deal. And luckily in a period where there's not a lot of volatility, so we're not gonna likely see UVXY hedge breaks today. Be a day you'd want to see that there, right? Let me see really quick if I can find let me see. The dynamic, I actually made the updates on the bot on my end on the local side, just we haven't done it on the Rocket Scooter side. So it's about a 1775 monthly hedge pressure. Actually, is that correct? Yeah, 1775. So actually it is right here. Weekly hedge pressure is 1575, so it's off of here. Let me actually use that. I'm glad you brought that up. think earnings have been pretty good so far. I mean, it's reflecting hiring spree, GDP growth, demand. Companies have more money to spend. People want lower salaries. Things like that are starting to reflect this quarter earnings. You know, went through the layoffs all last year. And so it's just a cyclical nature of the first response to what happens when companies trim the fat. Their books are going to look good for a couple quarters. And then reality will step in and you'll see if that actually is real growth, or, you know, it's like your earnings per share go up when it costs less to do business. You know, 2022 allowed you to replace all your workers with workers that want less money and also become more efficient as a company. So we're reflecting that. I think earnings is going to be good all season. I think it's the reason why the market's not selling off, because earnings are reflecting growth and GDP is reflecting growth and hiring spree is reflecting growth in the short term. These bigger catalysts like bond market things, quantitative tightening, even credit downgrades or credit rating downgrades, you know, these are bigger macro things that affect a longer period of time. You know, the credit, the rating is like a 3-year thing. And that's part in their decision, is expecting us to have problems over the next 3 years. Right. And so if history tells us anything about the market, typically you'll have those things aren't immediately realized. If it's not realized the first day, it's not realized. So if this isn't an event today, or if this is an event that's affecting the next month, it'll be an event today. So the question is this enough to spook Wall Street and kill the market today? And this is going to be one of those things. What the funny part about days like this is where you get all of your folks who've been fundamentally wrong, especially on the bear side with just bad bear thesis, come through and say, see, we told you. And the idea is that nobody was paying it. You know, nobody could predict at 513 yesterday the credit agencies would come with a new rating, right? This is something that is not, nobody should celebrate if their bear trade went up a percent today on a random catalyst that wasn't on the calendar. That's just luck. And so the question is this a shift in the market? So we have to react and see that, right, as traders. Very, very strong confirmation bias. But the thing is they could be right. They could accidentally have been right if this is an event perceived by Wall Street to be immediate doom from the short term. I'm in the camp that I don't think it is. I think that we survive today, and then tomorrow we recover, and then the next day we recover. But that's just me. I think that the market doesn't have any stimulated event to keep things going. Volatility is now high, which is going to create some activity. We're not seeing a lot of buying pressure today. I think most other traders out there are thinking the same thing I am. They're going to wait it out and see what's going on. As you see, the market's kind of trending slightly lower, but I'm not seeing or feeling liquidation right now. While the volatility is still high, I'm not seeing the market selling in droves. I'm seeing it working its way lower, which shows that there is still a resistance to the downside. Doesn't mean it's not going to take off in the next 5, 10, 30 minutes and move. I think for most traders, like most institutional traders, are having the same approach I am. Let's give it a day or two and we'll see, right? We know bears need to cover. Bears are looking to cover. If this is their 2 or 3 red days they get, will they cover? And so at best case scenario, like we'll know today if this is a non-event, if the market just rallies. Worst case scenario, in about Friday or later, we'll see how Friday expiration plays out, right? And that'll give us bigger... Right, it does mean possible margin calls outside of DD bands, and that is where we are right now. Let me draw those on the screen here. Possible margin calls, and again, this is right here is about where the DD band is. So again, you had float failure and DD break, so you don't trust anything as of this point. This is catalytically induced selling. Yeah, just still looking for BLUs. You can still trade stocks today and look at setups that are on the bull side. That's what a lot of people are doing. I have it on my scanner too today. PayPal's earnings today. It'd be nice to see VIX decay through here, though. This is from the dynamic bot. And I don't even know how accurate this is because I ran it too late. The dynamic bot moves around, and now it says 18 for the estimate. This is the real-time hedge pressure. This isn't the 930 hedge pressure. So as the dynamics in the market change, the bot calculates in real time where hedge pressure should move to. All things being equal. Starbucks moving higher. Starbucks is earning yesterday, right? I think it was yesterday. Oh, that's crazy. That's nice. Their earnings they didn't come through super hot yesterday. A and B didn't come through hot yesterday either. They're kind of a muted event. All right, everybody, let's take a look at Intel. All right, let's see real quick. BLU bull zone 34 support on hedge pressure on Intel. A lot of the tech sector is looking pretty bad for tech today. The Nasdaq gap down is still trading down, finding lower lows. Nervous to see the market play out this way, but we'll see. Because the MHP is not fixed on UVXY. I drew this on here manually just to remind myself where it was. The reverse split, we need to change the correlation. It'll be fixed over time. Time will heal it. You just have the options existing for the old and new values. So this is mostly capturing the older values. We just haven't gone to our black box and updated this one particular instrument for that. We need to create a process that automates accounting for reverse splits. Well, Intel's not missing walls. It's just trading way above a bull zone. There's nothing up here. So still has bull zone down in here. Make sure you have your gap fills. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, so this is the hedge pressure, monthly hedge pressure you have are still the way that the equation works. Whenever you have a reverse split, the old options still exist and the new options still, and the new options exist at the new value. So it's still accounting for options that need to be adjusted. Like that number needs to be adjusted to the appropriate value, I guess. If it's above a bull zone with no bear zone above it, nothing, or bull zone, nothing, it's still considered B. So the liquidity map algorithm will tell you what you consider it. So even in our rules here, if you're floating above a bull zone, it's still bullish. Because it's not bearish, so it's more akin to an illiquidity pocket than anything. There's a gap fill right here on S&P is trying to trade lower. There's a little bit of selling pressure coming through here. That resilience is just not getting better. Looking a little worse. Monthly map on SPY. I want to make sure I pay attention to that today. We can see some changes, right? This is something that's changing. On analysis side, you can see that the bear zone, it's a couple of bumps in it. So these are waves of increased shorting, while the bull side is still hanging in there. This is going to be particularly interesting the second and third week of August. There's illiquidity here, if you see what I'm drawing. Bulls selling, short shorting. So this could be a down, like towards the end of August, could be a down week. So you can see the slight changes, just a slight change. Now that this bull side is still strong for the remainder of the quarter. But see, here's the thing. In trading, you're never right or wrong on all things. When markets change a dynamic, like Fed makes an announcement that's different, or credit rating changes, nobody can predict that. So the goal is as a trader is to adjust when things change. Obviously, you don't want to just make a call and be right forever and ever and ever. If things change, you have to adapt. So the question is today's move, today's event, yesterday's news enough to shift the market immediately into something new? And that's what we have to find out. You know, this is where you don't go to Twitter and then the bear is like, see, I was right. I told you it was going to do this, it's going to do that. And then you're like, yeah, this person probably knows something. If anybody said that we're going to get a credit downgrade, a rating downgrade, and the market's going to fall, then follow that person. But one-off catalyst is a lucky Hail Mary to something that nobody could have got this right. So don't let people take credit for saying that they knew something that you didn't. So in all honesty, this is a day we have to see, is Wall Street considering this a major event or not? Or is this a non-event? The NASDAQ clearly does not like this, though. Whatever it is, plus earnings, you know, yesterday were a little abysmal, especially on AMD. We're still trading, consolidating pattern. This just doesn't look super hot today. But you never know. These irrational days can flip around and do a million things. Yeah, it could be something. The volatility, actually, let me... I'm just taking a peek at futures, looking at VIX, looking at S&P. Well, the thing is, the options market won't reflect it till tonight because one of the issues is that news came out after yesterday's options close. So, in reality, today's monthly map's not going to pick it up. Nobody reacted to that. We'll have to see what tomorrow's looks like. That's why I'm saying I'm going to give it an extra day because, to me, this is we're kind of in the dark, right? So people are shuffling their options around today to see, or their positions around today to reflect it. Aye. 20K profit, nice. Oh, I need to change some more of these settings here. I gotta, so it's positions. Oh, that shows on. Oh, cool. Okay, they're working on the Pro Plus thing right now, so that should be done today. I think outside DD bands, this is one of those days, just watch from the sidelines. I think I got to go on a trip today, so I got to get packing, get ready for it. But looks like we're going to see a little bit more downside, I think, today. We're not getting that reprieve that we want. Keep an eye on resilience if that changes over the course of the morning. Watch out for hedge breaks, monthly hedge breaks. There's really nothing in the way just yet to cause that monthly hedge break, at least. That's still pretty far away. QQQ had a hedge break, so we're irrational kind of across the board. Really no reason to come in and do much. Just today, watch and see. That's my call. So I'm going to sit here and watch this and go pack from a trip. So we'll see you guys. We'll do a Zoom call middle of the day, and we'll check y'all later. There's really nothing to take from this. Oh, I probably should flatten that micros position. I gotta do a few. Actually, no, I need to do a few more tests off stream on this. So I'm gonna have to refresh to make sure it's showing the display correctly. Okay, we'll see y'all later. We will see y'all at noon. Okay, adios. All right, everybody, make sure we got futures launching pretty soon. Make sure that if you're interested in live trading futures, get in the Pro Plus package. If you're not in Pro Plus, send me a message in Discord. I'll show you how to get into it. It's one step up above the trial, and then you can get all the rest of our tools automated when that comes out too. And we're excited to share the new updates. Rockseer, very exciting for us. We have these big releases coming out, so we're here to share with you the good news. Thanks for being part of the family, and we'll see y'all a little bit later today.